Hello and welcome back to Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. Last time we banished the leader of the Stormlands because he refused to do what we said in terms of attacking our son. In fact, we should probably stop the next leader from doing that as well. We will command him to end the war. And basically what we're doing is we're going through each one. We're saying, okay, we said to his father, stop the war or we'll imprison you and send you to the Night's Watch. He refused to stop the war. So we have now given the titles now his sons, and we're doing the same thing. King Daemon Blackfyre hereby invites you to participate in the tourney of Antlers, where the best knights and lords of the Crown Land shall be invited to compete. Regards, Hubert Buckwell, Lord of Antlers. Yeah, we'll go there. Your Grace, I will of course obey your will and end the war as commanded. Please take this as a sign of my continued loyalty. Signed, Lord Paramount Axel of House Baratheon. Okay, that went well. Priest Terror of Northfields has usurped the Temple of Northfields from Lurzera. Who are these people? They're in Norvos, somewhere. Okay. Don't know why we need pop-ups about them, but that's fine. Your Grace, my scheming in King's Landing has borne fruit. I've scoped a plot where Harwood seeks to kill Sir Morm. Sir Morm is one of our Kingsguard, right? So Harwood seeks to kill him. Well, let's imprison him. That's our general state of affairs here. We will now call him for a trial. See what happens. Harwood has demanded a trial before the court because he knows it's the easiest way to get out of anything with Sir Quentin overseeing it. He begins to present his defence, but some decent arguments were made. Many at court seemed to sympathise with him. Sir Quentin stuttered, stammered, incoherently, rambled as usual, and his argument was so boring that many at court appeared to almost fall asleep. A verdict has been reached. Sir Quentin proclaims Harwood is innocent. Well, I guess we're releasing you. Okay, someone won a siege. The Westlings won a siege. How's the war for the Riverlands going? Mostly in favour of the Tullys. After arriving in Antlers, the first day of the tourney began in earnest. You took against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Now in the coming days, the final rounds of the list begin, and the opposition shall surely be more fierce. Already my horse. The tourney herald announces the competitors of the next joust. Being drawn against Lord Dauntus Celtigar. You mount your charge, take a lance for your squire, and ride to the ends of the list as Sir Dauntus does likewise. Then on cue, the horses break into a gallop. You close in on your opponent, you see an opening. You deftly guide your lance into strike whilst evading their charge. Everyone was enjoying a fine display of jousting when Sir Robin and Sir Brian were paired up. In the last tilt, Sir Robin did not fare well as Sir Brian's lance found a gap in the armour, gruesomely impaling him. With him in the dirt in a pool of blood, it was clear he would die, as Sir Robin has been killed by Sir Brian Flowers, our Master of Coin. We struck Lord Dauntus right with our lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing our lance to shatter into 1,000 pieces and sent him flying from his saddle. The crowd gives a great cheer. Our victory is relieved, seas unharmed. We have been declared the winner. The tourney herald announces competitors for the next joust. You've been drawn against Commander Bertrand Crakehall. You mount your charge, take a lance from your squire, ride to the end of the list as Commander Bertrand does likewise. Then on cue, the horses break into a gallop. Now he is somebody who is almost as good as we are at jousting, so this should be interesting. As you close in on your opponent, you see an opening. You deftly guide your lance into strike whilst evading their charge. He took the full force of our lance and was sent reeling, and he only managed to lance and blow upon our own armour. He almost fell off, but managed to regain his balance and round the end of the list, ready for another tilt. He got the better of us when he met in the centre of the list. Our lance merely makes the lancing blow whilst their lance hits true. It sent us reeling, but we managed to stay on. That mercenary band you hired a while back seems to still be in the region. Maybe you should invite the commander for a small feast. Sure, we'll invite the Salsword Infantry for a feast. Warden title stands empty. We need to select a Warden of the West. We'll choose Lord Paramount Davin. As you close on your opponent, you see an opening. You deftly guide your lance to strike whilst evading their charge. He took the full force of our lance and was sent reeling, but he stayed on his horse. We saw another opening, and Aaron came to the feast with you and found that you have much in common. So, a new friend, maybe I should give him some land. We've become friends with Captain Aaron of the Sellsword Infantry. Okay, he's also wounded here. You expertly struck Commander Bertrand with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing your lance shatter into 1,000 pieces sent flying from his saddle. The crowd gives a great cheer. Your victory is relief. See, Commander Bertrand is unharmed. We've been declared the winner. The tourney herald announces the competitors of the next joust. You've been drawn against Sir Humphrey Chelsted? I don't know. You mount your charge second lance with your square right to the end of the list. Sir Humphrey does likewise. Then on cue, the horses break into a gallop. Sir Humphrey's pretty good at jousting as well. Steady. Your opponent got the better of you, and our lance made a glancing blow in their armour, while their lance hits true. As you and Sir Humphrey both score a good hit, both lances shattering as you ride on, still mounted. You're hit with a sudden blast of pain, however, when you realise you're now bleeding profusely. Take up a new lance for your squire anyway, and charge gamely on. We are wounded. As we close in on our opponent, we see an opening. We deftly guide our lance and strike whilst evading their charge. He took the full force of our lance and was sent reeling, but he did not fall off. As we close in, we see another opening. And he was sent reeling, but again, he did not fall off. And we see another opening. And he did not fall off. And we see another opening. And we hit him right in the middle of his breastplate, causing our lance to shatter into 1,000 pieces, and he is sent flying from his saddle. They are relieved. The crowd is relieved to see that Sir Humphrey is unharmed. We declared the winner, defeating Sir Humphrey in a fine joust. Victory is mine. I've defeated all who stood before me. No one is capable of unhorsing me from my fine mount. I've claimed the winner's purse and the adulation of the gallery. Fantastic. One thing I would like to check, I was just thinking about it while we were doing this. Also, I would like to look at our righteous imprisonments here, but I was just thinking whether we had any events here that made any real sense to do. No, we don't need to hold a Great Council. Hold the Tourney of King's Landing. No. We could convert back to a Faith of the Seven, which could potentially become a way if the Yitai thing stops you from doing Dragon Egg. We could do that, but it makes no sense from RP perspective to switch religions quite this much. We ask for loans, designate honorary titles. Okay, so there's really nothing we can do there. We're almost at the amount of gold we need to get to, though. We propose that Prince Damon and Princess Brella should get married. Betrothed, yes. Lord Hopper's tourney is finally over. It's now time to ride home, having competed gamely in the lists. But of course. While searching for a lost chalice, I came upon a band of rogues who robbed me. Oh. That's just a little bit rude. Yeah. How's the Riverlands war going? Want to check in every couple of months. 90% in favour of the oh, and then went down by quite a bit. I guess the Tullys took some land and then something was desieged. Okay. My friend Aegon has invited me to a grand banquet. Aegon Connington. Lots of people and lots of food. Good. Well, we're gregarious, so yeah. Last option. Definitely. We like parties, I'm sure. Oh, what's this? We can duel Harwood? Why would we want to duel Harwood? I mean, he was trying to kill somebody, but I have no real reason to duel him. I don't think. Lord Aegon greeted us warmly to his feast. Wine was served, and the most delicious aromas came from the kitchen. Thank you for having us. Oh yeah, I want to see why we can righteously imprison these two. He's investigating Lord Lucifer Roseby's legitimacy. He wants to become Hand of the King. Okay. Don't need to worry about either of them. And we can carry on. Some people are transferring vassals around. Lord Aegon's feast is over, and it's time to begin the long way home after the food, entertainment, and warmth of the real world suddenly feels cold and hostile. A little bit of prestige. What's the Riverlands War? It kind of ticks up in favour of the Tullys most times. King Daemon Blackfyre invites you to participate in the tourney of Woodmere, where the knights residing near Woodmere will test their mettle. Regards, Qualton Follard, Lord of Woodmere. Well, I mean, we are still wounded, right? Yeah. And what one are we going to do? We can just say this is below me, but we're really just saying no, we're wounded. I'd like to think of myself as a magnanimous person, but I've started to feel uneasy when talking to servants. The courtiers clearly do not find it fitting for a king to consort with servants. To hell with them, fine, I'll stop talking with the servants. Or what the courtiers don't know. Yeah, to hell with them. We're gregarious, we're arbitrary, we'll do what we like. Yeah, did we get stressed? No. Okay, we're almost at the 800 gold needed for Dragon Egg events. Lord Paramount Lothar of the Vale inherited the Kingdom of the Vale and other titles from Lord Paramount Dermot of the Vale. So, or Dermot Corbray has died, Lothar has taken over. Cool. That wasn't... Oh, right, we still have our Master of Arms position free, but I think that's the Riverlands one, right? Yeah, I think we had Aegor in charge of that. We could go win Aegor's war for him, but we're not going to do that. The old wound is finally healed, leaving a pretty grotesque scar behind. So we're just scarred. Okay. That's fine. King Daemon Blackfyre, I hereby invite you to participate in the tourney of Roseby, where the knights residing near Roseby will test their mettle. Regards, Rourke Roseby, Lord of Roseby. Sure, we'll go to this one. We're feeling better now. One child lacks a childhood focus. Baela Blackfyre, being educated by our son Aenys. Now, he is very into diplomacy, he's a bit zealous, and she is not really into either of those things. What are we going to go with? Well, she's also his heir, right? Not that he has any land, but she is his only daughter. So maybe it would be, he would go for etiquette, focused on courteous behavior and etiquette. That doesn't seem too far off. That is more him than her, but that's fine. We have won the siege of Hosgrath. No, that's the Westlands won the siege of Hosgrath. My liege, blessings upon you and your house. I've scouted a plot where Valar Targaryen seeks to kill King Daemon the Beggar King. Excuse me? Demands vengeance. Minus 100 thing on us here. Well, I guess we're going to imprison you, huh? He ran away. Okay, he is now in the court of Karth. Okay, he's gone to Pureborn Wendelot, the Rash of Karth's land. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it's alright. After riding in Roseby, the first day of the tourney began in earnest. He tilted against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Now in the coming days, the final rounds of the list begin, and the opposition shall surely be more fierce. The Tourney Herald announces the competitors for the next joust to be drawn against Lord Rupert Egerton. You might recharge the glance of your squire right at the end of the list, as Lord Rupert does likewise. Then on cue, the horses break into a gallop. He is very bad at jousting. We see an opening, and we knock him off his horse. We've declared the winner, defeating him in a fine joust. The Tourney Herald announces the competitors for the next joust being drawn against Sir Benifer, who is slightly better, a more competent jouster. You might recharge the lance from your squire right at the end of the list, and he does likewise. Then on cue, the horses break into a gallop. We see an opening, and he's only sent reeling. He got a glancing blow on our armor. He almost fell off, but managed to regain his balance and round the other end of the list, ready for another tilt. We see another opening, and we hit him right in the middle of his breastplate, causing our lance shatter into 1,000 pieces as he is sent flying from his saddle. We have declared the winner. The Tourney Herald announces competitors the next joust being drawn against Sir Morm. Oh, he's fairly good, and is King's Guard. You might recharge the lance for your squire, and right to the end of the list as Sir Morm does likewise. Then on cue, the horses break into a gallop. As you close on your opponent, you see an opening. You definitely guide your lance into strike whilst evading their charge. Materis Targaryen wants to get married. The other son of Baelor Breakspear. You know what? We'll let him find his own marriage, because last time it took a little bit too long. He just married a lowborn. Okay, that's fine. Sir Morm took the full force of your lance was sent reeling, and only managed to lance to blow upon your own armor. He almost fell off, but managed to regain his balance around the other end of the list, ready for another tilt. Oh, who died? Quent Hornwood died. Okay, the son of Lord Paramount Brandon Hornwood, whose heir is now Lord Hallis of the North Clans. who is his grandchild. As you close on your opponent, you see an opening. You definitely guide your lance and strike whilst evading their charge. He retook the full force again, was sent reeling, but he managed to stay on his horse. Your opponent got the better of you when you met in the center's list. Your lance merely makes lance blow on their armor while their lance hits true. He strikes us right in the middle of our breastplate, causing his lance shatter into many pieces as it hits. The force knocks the wind out of you and sends you flying from your horse. You're left lying in the dirt, defeated, as the crowd cheers Sir Morm. Well done, Sir Morm. He has been declared the winner, defeating you and eliminating you from the tourney. Oh dear. Is there something we can give him? Like, I was thinking an honorary title there. Nope. Okay. That's always next. I think it's because he's not actually in our court. He's actually in the court of the King's Guard, which is slightly different. Anyway. I want to reach semi-finals of the tourney, having finally been knocked off my horse by a superior jouster. Though my glory is lessened this day, I can claim a purse for reaching the final rounds. Good, but not quite good enough. Right. Who died there? Lord Paramount Edwin, or is that Edward of the Reach, has inherited the Kingdom of the Reach and other titles from Lord Paramount Arthur of the Reach. So Arthur Redwine is dead, and Edward is in charge. Currently being educated by Lady Leela, who is his mother. After many tilts over several days, only 2 knights remained undefeated. Sir Eric Craggle and Sir Morm faced each other in the final joust. After many tilts to finally execute jousting, Sir Morm was on horse, leaving Sir Eric Craggle to be declared, or Cargill to be declared the winner of the tourney. Well done to him. He truly deserves it. My liege, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Let's go to plot where Captain Aaron of the Sellsword Infantry seeks to kill Prince Aenus of the Iron Throne. Our friend seeks to kill our son. This is not on. He's also not in our territory. We're going to have to ask him to stop. Yes. His opinion of us is too high. Dear friend, peace be with you. A demand is just. My scheme was obviously misdirected. I hope you find it in you to forgive me. A daughter was born to Sir Quentin Fireball and Sabrina, named Mina. Alright, nothing special about her. Lord Rogue II's tourney is finally over. It's time to ride home, having completed gamely in the lists. Yes. Okay, let me guess. You want... Oh, you invite me to a plot. This is a different one. Dear father, blessed upon you and your house... Oh. Get out of the way. Right, one at a time. Dear father, blessed upon you and your house, we would like you to back our plot to replace Sir Brime as Master of Coin. No. Finny, the wife of the great father, Valto of Kayakayanya, has been spending a few days in King's Landing. It's been a very nice experience meeting her. Maybe our people are not that different at all. Yeah, I'll write to the great father Valto of there. We could be friends, definitely. A warden title stands empty. This is an ancient venerable duty must be fulfilled. Warden of the South. Should be the Lord of the Reach. Dear King Daemon of the Iron Throne, I'm glad to hear that you're well and that my wife's visit was a good experience. Unfortunately, these times pacts are broken left and right. To avoid going back on my word in the future, I would rather not give this kind of guarantee. I hope you understand. He's known as the Mountain Who Rides. Okay, well that's a shame. Yeah, I was really counting on that one that came up randomly in an event. Warden title stands empty. It's an ancient venerable duty and must be fulfilled. Warden of the East. Move the Lord of the Vale. Also, now that I remember, we should probably have our Master of Laws going and trying to fabricate claims somewhere. Why does he not like us a lot? Yeah, okay, that's fair. Let's send them to fabricate claims somewhere. Just so that we can eventually... We have a chance of getting a good set of claims somewhere. Where do we want to attack? How about we go for the Summer Isles? That way we're not attacking somewhere big for each thing. And we can maybe expand out and create another kingdom down here. You go. Also, I've had people asking me to go to the Summer Isles. Which almost makes me think there must be some event down here, like, if you control it, that happens. But, like, something that's probably going to be quite bad. But I want to find out what it is anyway. Madness and greatness are two sides of the same coin. Every time a new Targaryen is born, the gods toss a coin into the air and the world holds its breath to see how it lands. This child could be great. Oh, diligent. Princess Bella, who is 5. Also is on and off betrothed to Prince Daemon. Non-aggression pact between Edward Redwine and Osbert Tarley has been dissolved. Did somebody die? Melissa Blackwood died. That could be where the link was. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. We'll let things continue. And see what else we get. Still about 100 gold, 120, 117 to be more precise, gold off our little journey around the around all the places that could have dragon eggs. My liege, peace be with you. I've scoped a plot where Marteris Targaryen seeks to kill King Daemon the Beggar King. No, we're gonna imprison you. We caught this Targaryen. Okay. Well, obviously holding a trial. Right. Marteris Targaryen demanded a trial before the court, which Quentin shall oversee to ensure justice is served. He begins to present his defence, but the court did not seem impressed. He's a very unconvincing and nervous figure. So Quentin stuttered, stammered, and incoherently rambled in front of the accused, who rebuked his questions and accusations with ease. Unfortunately, his argument was so boring that many in court appeared to almost fall asleep. A verdict has been reached. Quentin proclaims Marteris of House Targaryen is innocent. Again, we didn't see him doing anything, so I guess we have to release him. That's just the way we're playing it. Lord Paramount Alvin has got some stuff from raiding, and we have a weak claim that we can press on the High Lordship of Blackwood. But that's against Bittersteel, which we don't really want to do. How are you doing? He looks like he's turning the war around, which is good for him. Anyway, we're going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching, and yes, I will see you next time. Goodbye.